Hey there, Tater Tots! Welcome back to another episode of Tater's World. Here we are, just flying around our glorious area, trying to get, a perfect landing on the path. Look at that. Pro skills. So you may have noticed a few days ago, or maybe last week, depending on when this video comes out, that we did a little build swap competition with Tim Be Nice. And you've heard his name mentioned on the episodes before. He's a very good friend of the channel, and he makes excellent content as well. So yeah, go ahead and check that video out if you haven't already. I'll try to put it somewhere in the corner right now. And then after you check mine out, make sure you check Tim's out. And then the cool thing is you have an opportunity to decide who wins the build swap. And the way that you do that is you check out both of our Discord servers. Mine is always in the description of the videos, and I put his in the description of that video as well. But to cheat, because I know, Tater Tots like to take the easy way out sometimes, you can just go to chat.tatervader5.com, and that'll take you straight to the Discord server where you'll be able to look at the announcement section and pick who you think the winner is, like me. Now, we have a jam-packed episode for you today. Don't look over there. We're not ready for that yet. But one of the things that we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing with this stuff right here, okay? We're going to be upgrading our skeleton farm finally. And the main thing that I was waiting for to upgrade that skeleton farm was actually the tinted glass. Because what I want to do, and I'm pretending like I already dug a path all the way over there, and I didn't. What we want to do is surround the entire area where the skeletons spawn and everything with tinted glass and just upgrade that entire area. It's that way. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be worth it because it's going to look really cool. The second thing that we're going to do, again, don't look at that, is I heard in several, close this right away. I heard in several of the comments that it would be really cool to have some axolotls in here. Now, I haven't messed with axolotls whatsoever. But yes, I did go and I looked at, the wiki and stuff like that. Oh, thank you, B. The wiki to, those leaves are doing a little bit more of a zoom than I wanted. I did look at the wiki to try to get a little bit of information on them, so I think it will help. But either way, it will be a little bit of a trek and exploration required to actually get our hands on some of those awesome new, what is that? I think they're called the cutest predator. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But before we get to any of that, we do need to, and you've probably already seen it, we need to do the question of the day for this episode. So the question of the day is, I follow you and copy every move, but you can't touch or catch me. What am I? And of course, the answers, go ahead and stick those in the comment area right below, and I will read those. And I do love reading those. I think this is probably an easy one, but bring it to me. Let me see what you can come up with, and that'll be really fun to read. Plus, you can kind of show off your smarts to your friends. And speaking of friends, while we go over here to where we're going to be working next in this episode, word of mouth is actually the best way to spread some of that Tater love. I know you've all got some friends who you'd love to chat with about the episodes, and as school is starting back up, this is an excellent time to do that sort of thing. And, let your friends know about this awesome, pro skills type of gamer named TaterVader5. It's going to be dark soon. Let them know, and I would love to have them and you join us in the Discord community so that we can chat about the episodes, we can chat about Minecraft or whatever. It's really anything goes almost, as long as it's clean in our Discord server, and I would love to have you there. So the reason that we're over here is a lot of you know that I am an Etho fan. I'm a really big Etho fan, and the way that Etho mines for sand is, I see that sun going down. Actually, it looks kind of picturesque, doesn't it? Oh, that looks awesome. Here, let's see if we can, look at that picture. Look at that picture. Anyway, so what Etho does is he actually uses TNT to mine for sand, and that's apparently the most efficient way to do it. So that's what we're going to try doing here. But first, we got to sleep. We got to sleep so that we can get through the night. I would hate to have a bunch of of bad guys, you know, spawning all over here and basically ruining our day. So I think this is a perfectly flat place. Now I've got to do some experimentation because I've never done this before. So my understanding is that, you know, you put down the TNT and can you right click on it then? Can you right click again with the flint and steel? Let me see. No, you can't. Okay, so how does this work? Do you have to, let's see. We got to figure this out. We got to, because he's able to do this thing where he just like lights and jumps and just keeps doing it. And it just makes a massive destruction. How did you get there? Whatever. So he just leaves a huge crater of sand in his wake. So how, you know what? So let's just lay out a bunch of TNT like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lag out my world here. And my game is going to crash because I am just going to completely decimate this whole area. So let me go ahead and finish laying out all this TNT, and then we're going to light it. I hope you guys are ready for this. I think we have like 41 blocks of TNT here. We're going to light this bad boy. And by the way, I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. I was supposed to put the TNT in my offhand and the flint and steel in my main hand, but that's okay because I think this is going to be a little bit of a show. And let's look at the results. So you see our giant crater that we have here. And so we've got this almost full shulker box full of sand. And then we've also got another shulker box where I put all of my sandstone and just the other bits and bobs that we got here and there. So for 41 TNT, I think that was definitely worth it. And the cool thing about our system here is I just have to take this shulker box full of sand and we'll get as much as we can. And then all I have to do is chuck it down here and it'll go directly into the what's the it's this, oh, this one. Yep. So I just chuck these down there just like so, and it's actually going to go through the system down there. Here, let me show you just so it has been a while since we've thing. Look at that, oh, that looks so beautiful. You can see the glass coming through. Oh man, that's so cool. So let's go back up here and finish putting all of our sand into the system, and then we can collect some of this glass. Now look at this, guys. Oh, all of that glass is done. I don't like this texture that I'm using for glass. I got it from Vanilla Tweaks. It's the closest thing that I could find to that like connected glass that you get with Optifine, since I'm not using Optifine anymore. But so let's do this. Let's take a stack of this right here. Let's is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. So let's take, I think it's 4. I want to come over here. I think this one goes in the middle. That's not the middle. Let's put these around. And I think this is how you make the tinted glass. Am I right? Oh man, that is I'm gonna have so much of it. I'm gonna have so much. This is gonna be awesome. We're going to have glass for days. I don't know if I'm ever going to need more glass, but we do need to make more bottles for the bee farm as well. So let me finish converting all of this tinted glass, and then we'll make some bottles. I'll refill the bee station area, and I'll get back with you with that. Okay, so let's start making sure that all of this is full, completely full. I think that's just about there. Good. Okay, we'll keep going. And then I've got some more in a shulker over here that's going to come in handy as well. Let's see. Let's put the shulker down. I think it's this one. Okay. So I've got, yeah, you can see this shulker here. I've got a ton of glass bottles. Let me get as much of those as I can. And then I've got what I hope will be enough tinted glass for what we're trying to do. So let me fill these up. Just like so, and then what I want to do, can I get to it? I can. Perfect. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that much. And that should tie us over for quite a while. Now, if we make our way down here, this was actually the very first kind of mine shaft that we built in this area. The dirt hut is up at the top. And while we were building this mine shaft, we discovered a skeleton spawner, which was awesome, especially early game. Didn't mean to do that. So yeah, this is my original, XP farm that I had for this. And someone asked me, look, you have shulker boxes. What do you care about an XP farm? And yes, we've got that gold farm in the Nether, and that does a fantastic job at experience. But I see this skeleton. I don't know why we're not getting any. I see the skeleton farm as being like part of the base, if that makes sense. We have a place within the base that rhymes. I should be a rapper. that we can go to for just some quick experience. We've got plenty of bones. We don't need bones. But these are all. Ooh, that guy has thorns. That's awesome. We've got this place over here where we can just sit here and when we're not doing anything, maybe listening to an audiobook or something like that, we can just sit here and smash on some skeletons, which is really cool. And this place is not going away, I promise. Okay, so we've got the spawner area all lit up, and obviously I didn't run into any issues that entire time. So the next thing is we want to replace all of these walls with tinted glass. Even the floor. I want the floor to be tinted glass as well, because the area around this thing, I want to expand it out and make it some huge part of our base. And it's actually going to be really fun decorating the area and just building it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let me get started on replacing this with tinted glass. Look at that. Okay, guys. So you'll see here, and I did take the liberties of doing a little bit of decoration work for the floor. I was just trying to figure out what I wanted it to look like, and I really do like the combination of the bone blocks and the chiseled blackstone blocks. I think that looks really good. So the rest of this probably looks a little bit different. I've gutted it out a little bit. There's still a heck of a lot of work to do in here. This used to be the place where you would sit and swing at the skeletons, but what I did was I moved that over here, and I really like the way that this tinted glass kind of just lets you see what's going on, and I can still swipe at them just fine. See? Yep. Oh, it still works really well. Not as much, again, not as much experience as our gold farm gives us, but that's okay. This is looking really, really, really cool. I love this huge tinted glass front window where we can see the spawner. We can't see too much of it, but at least it's something. I like it. You can see when they spawn, a lot of the particles go around the spawner, and that looks really good. Oh, yep. See, just like that. So we need to move the rest of this, and I have to finish decorating this area. So let me play around with this. I have a couple of ideas that I want to try, and then I'll get back with you once again. Okay, so if we go down here like we used to before in order to get to the skeleton farm, you might see that it looks a little bit different. So you can see what I did here is I sloped down the roof. We didn't need to have a huge roof there, so I was like, you know what, let's just get rid of that. We can slope it down this way. I really do like, I think this is this the first time that I've actually used the deep slate? It looks really nice. I love how it looks. Okay, so guys, I know this looks plain. I get that. I tried to mix it up a little bit with the trapdoors, and we are not done in here. But this is about as much time that I want to spend in here today. It's been several hours. You can see everything that I showed you before. None of this front part has changed. What I did was I added some storage around, and I moved around the workstation. So here you'll see we have all of our enchanted books that we had before, and then I've got another one for kind of overflow. And then over here is our enchanting setup. Probably a couple more bookshelves than I need, but I kind of wanted to make it look good over here. I don't like how that looks up there, by the way. Over here, same setup that we had before with the blast furnace. And that'll get us, if we want to, and we're probably not going to from here on out because we've got a gold and iron farm. But if we want to take some of these things and smelt them down into nuggets, we can do that here. Over here, this is where I'm going to be storing the bone blocks. So as you can see here, we've got almost a full double chest. I did convert some of the ones from our old storage, and it looks like we've got plenty more to convert. But that's why we're getting closer to a double chest again, which is awesome. And then the rest of these will fill up over time. And then over here, this is where I'm keeping the gold nuggets and iron nuggets. And over here is just any enchanted armor or anything like that that I want to keep around. This, I accidentally created 2 diamond boots way early in the season, but it's been in this area ever since. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Let me know if you have any ideas on how we can kind of spruce this up a little bit. Again, I know that it looks plain, but I've just spent way too long on it today. Oh, I did forget. Over here, this is our trash area, so we can throw things down there, and they will despawn as we go. So, yeah, here we are. What? There we go. That's much better. But with that, I kind of want to get to the second part, which is what I'm really looking forward to of this episode, and that's looking for some axolotls. Okay, so once again, for this search, we are headed to the ocean, because if there's any underground ravines, I think that would be the best place for an axolotl to spawn. I did look it up on the wiki, I think I mentioned that earlier, and it needs to be below sea level, which we've found, but it also needs to be in total darkness, and it needs to be, oh goodness. So it needs to be in total darkness, and there has to be some sort of block above it, is what I understand. So I'm hoping that by going out here into these little caves, I'll be able to find 1 or 2 of them, especially because there's blocks above it, see? That's why I was especially looking for the underground ravines, because they have this sort of situation going around. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep looking around until I find some, and hopefully that won't. Took several hours actually to find these guys, and I just so happened to stumble across one of these underground lake sort of things. So we've got 2 of them. Not necessarily the colors that I was looking for, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so hey, I got it. Awesome. Okay, so let's get this other one, and luckily from here we'll be able. Where'd you go? We'll be able to breed more of them. But that was not what I wanted to do. Oh, got it. Got it. Okay. And oh, by the way, I found some diamonds. That was cool. So I showed some, I imagine by this now, because I haven't put it together, but I showed a little bit of a time lapse of me looking around trying to find an axolotl. But we also found glowberries, which is so awesome. It's such a 2-for-1. Man, that's great, but I'm tired. I'm very tired. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to the base so that we can do something with these axolotls. Now, the first thing we're going to do, and hopefully this will work, I actually haven't tested it out, is I want to put the axolotls in here. Now, what I'm worried about is there's only half a block under there, so we may have to do some little adjustments. Okay, that seems to be working. So it puts down the whole water at first, which is fine, because then I can take it back. And yeah, awesome. They're living in the water. What can I get rid of? Let's get rid of you. I want to put this lily pad back in place. Let's do this. Give me that. And we'll put you there. Perfect. Perfect. These guys are happy. We need to come up with some names for these guys. So we've got the brown one here and the pink one here. So let me know in the comments what you think we should name them. I did pick up some name tags as well. They're in one of these. Yep. Actually, you can see right there. 2 name tags. So we can actually name these guys, and they're going to be our friends. I can't wait. So here we are going down to the bedroom once again, where I get to showcase a comment from one of you all. So the comment of the week for this week, and the farther we get, the more I have to scroll to get to it, but that's okay. So the comment of the week for this week on episode 25 was Apiary looking epic dude. I couldn't have said it better myself. And that comes from another content creator named Experimenters. So please go ahead and check out Experimenters' channel. I'll, of course, as always, put a link to it in the description. But this individual has quite the following for sure. I was a little surprised to get someone of their renown commenting on my episode. So thank you so much, Experimenters. And when you go over there, when you check out some of these videos, make sure you let them know that Tater sent you. And with that, that brings us to the end of the episode, guys. So thank you again so much for watching. I apologize for the week that I took off, but you know, family stuff got in the way. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that little like button down there. It really does help out the channel. And then if you want to continue getting this content, I would recommend subscribing. It's a personal choice. It is your choice, but that's the easiest way to do it. So that's all I've got. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. See ya.